Hi there, folks. Just a quick little few thoughts on the whole Michael Jackson thing. I'm not going to dissect his life, or go on about it, because you could actually, it's quite an interesting, dinner time conversation, and I could be here all day, and I don't want that. One thing, he's such a polarizing figure. I mean, some people love him so much. Maybe people will love him and feel a devotion for him that actually goes beyond what anyone's felt for a pop star ever, because I mean, and I'm a Morrissey fan, and some Morrissey fans seem pretty cracked to me, but truly, and I love Michael Jackson, but true Michael Jackson fans are cracked. I mean, they are so fanatical, the most fanatical of his fans. It is actually like a religion. And they are so certain he never did those nasty pedo things he was accused of. They say, Michael would never do that. Michael would never... Why are you calling him Michael for? You don't even know the man. What the hell... What are you talking about Michael for? Oh, Michael would never do that. I know him. You know his music, I mean, sure. But, I mean, you don't really know him. And then, on the other side, as I say, he's a polarizing figure. Some people are certain he did do it. I've spoken to people who spitting bile. He was a fucking pedo. I'll fucking kill him. Well, now he's dead. I can't kill him. But, before he was dead, I'll fucking kill him. I hate him. He's a fucking dirty pedophile. I'll fucking kill him. Like, really getting worked up. It's like, fucking hell, calm down. No, the fact is, you don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. And the newspapers who claim to know, they don't really know. The only people who know are the people who were molested. If indeed anyone was molested... Bubbles, maybe, and Michael Jackson. No one else knows. No one else could know. No one could know. The fact is, he was acquitted by a jury. Now, when you say that, people say, oh, a jury schmurry. And it's true, sometimes juries are a bit dodgy. Also, some people actually make a slightly more intelligent point, and they say, one or two people have made this point. They say, and it's true, the burden of evidence in a criminal case is beyond reasonable doubt. We're innocent until proven guilty, and if you can't show, if beyond a reasonable doubt that the person is guilty, you have to acquit them, even if you think they're probably guilty, and there's a lot of evidence for that. If it's not beyond reasonable doubt, you have to acquit them, because you're innocent until proven guilty, and that may sound cracky, but actually it's sensible. You can't be assuming that people are guilty, because we're talking about people's liberty here, and in the States, hey, we're talking about people's life as well, because they got the death penalty in some places. So people say, he was only acquitted. That doesn't mean he's innocent. It just means there wasn't sufficient evidence to say beyond reasonable doubt that he was guilty, and that is true. However, are you going to therefore say that every single person who has criminal charges brought against them should have the mud stick? Are you saying that every person who has criminal charges brought against them should be assumed guilty? Oh, well, you were acquitted of that rape, but the standard of burden of evidence is actually a lot higher in a criminal case than a civil case. So you know what? You weren't really found not guilty. I mean, you were just found not enough evidence to make you guilty, you dirty rapist, you dirty murderer, you dirty anything. I mean, you could say that about anyone. So, let's not have a double standard here. I mean, Michael Jackson was acquitted, okay, and any other arguments are irrelevant, okay, because if you're going to start assuming he was guilty because of the burden of evidence or some nonsense, you have to assume everyone who goes to has criminal proceedings brought against them is guilty. You have to assume that of everyone, which is complete nonsense. I mean, it's rubbish. I mean, you have to let the rule of law be the rule, and got a bit lost in that sentence. Anyway, so that's my halfpenny worth or whatever. Michael Jackson was acquitted. He was a very strange man. He was obviously not quite normal. I mean, whether he was merely eccentric or actually mentally ill, we don't know for sure at this point. But let's stop saying he was definitely a pedo, or let's stop saying he was definitely innocent. All we know is he was acquitted, okay? We have to accept that, and I don't know either way. I hope I really hope he didn't do it. He was acquitted, but I really hope he didn't do it because I love his music a lot, and his music has been quite important in my life. Not in any sort of spiritual sense, but it's been good, and I've enjoyed it. It's given me a vast amount of pleasure. So I really hope he isn't a paedophile, frankly. But he was acquitted, but none of us is going to know for sure, just like any criminal case. So we need to assume that the right judgment was brought. And considering he was acquitted, and considering we have to suspend judgment ourselves, let's just enjoy his music, man. And let's stop turning his death into some kind of racial issue or some kind of nonsense. This is going to roll, though, isn't it? This is going to roll on like the Diana thing. Still seeing Diana's face on the front pages of the newspaper. I mean, what, man? She died like 12, 13 years ago. Come on, get a grip. Let's get over it. You know, my only concern about Michael Jackson's death is I might start hating him. You know, because everyone's going on about it. Okay, it's only been a few weeks. This is going to roll, man. This is going to go like the Diana thing, and I'm going to end up hating the guy. I never liked Diana in the first place, but, you know, I don't want to hate Michael Jackson. I'm avoiding listening to any of his music, because whatever shop or anything I go into, it's always his music, and I'm worried that I'm going to start hating his music as well, because it's going to get overplayed. Anyway, guys, yeah. Last week, 6 out of 10 on the top 10 albums in the UK, apparently, according to an article I read, were Michael Jackson albums, so there we are. Anyway, take it easy. See you soon, yeah?